What's up, YouTube? Happy Thursday, CHF here, bringing you another episode of Coaching Handheld Football. And first off, I just want to say thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks so much for checking me out here. And I want to give a special shout out to Just a Bro. I've been watching his channel for a while. We do something different, but he just gave me a great shout out on Twitter, so thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it. So guys, I'm going to keep it really pure today and just go through the drives, explain them, and then we're going to stop at the end and I'm going to tell you kind of a bunch of things that are on my mind. So we're going to start it off here, trips, corner, strike. You've seen me run it a ton. The main guy I'm looking for is wide receiver 1 when he breaks out. There he is, wide open. You saw it from Slay. You've seen it from me. You've seen it from Adam Jr. Guys, it's just the best play to start a drive with. So since we picked up the first here, I'm actually going to go ahead and go with a different play. I'm going to go with double hitch here. And I'm going to link a video in the description to Adam's full breakdown. But here we've got two deep routes on those corner routes with the tight end and the slot receiver. And then the main wide receivers are going to drop into flats on curl routes. We're just going to look for who's open and hit them and see if we can, pick up some yards. If it's one of the flat guys, if it's one of the deep guys, we may even be able to take it to the house. So here we go. Looks like the flat to Crabtree is open, so I'm just going to take that and try and get some yards after the catch, which we get. We bring it up inside the 5. Here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, since we're in short distance, I'm going to flip spread FL drag. It's a great play when you're in short distance and just need somewhere between like 4 to 8 yards, in which case we hit it here. Don't quite get in for the touchdown, but that's quite all right. I'm going to link specifically to HSD's video on this play. Fullback flare at the goal line is money. If it's not countered, it's basically a guaranteed touchdown. You just hit the fullback, and there he is. Nobody even near him for the first touchdown. So here we go. Once again, always, we flip toss. It's not countered, so I'm just going to snap it, run to the edge, and look for a hole if need be. Thanks for Foreman. He's got a lot of strength, so he actually got that, even though we could have been stopped. So we'll kick off this second drive here, guys. We'll go through that, and then just, want to chat with a few other things. I've been looking at other YouTubers there. I'm actually going to give a shout out to a guy who I don't even think knows I exist, but I saw a video on his channel I really liked, and I think it was really helpful. So I'm going to pass that along and link it to you guys. If you guys go over there and show him some love, let him know I sent you. Maybe he'll know who I am then. Maybe he'll check me out. But here we go. We're going to kick off drive number 2 here. We get stuffed. You know what I'm going to start with? I'm going to start off with trips, corner, strike. And actually, I'm going to pause it right here, guys. So I'm going to pause it for just a moment here. This is the blitz formation that a lot of you guys can struggle with because it's different. Because you're not able to really hit the wide receiver 1 for the big play touchdown. What I like to do here, and I want to pause it just so you can watch. It's right after the snap. And the reason I snapped it quick is you'll see how that safety started coming up, and he's headed towards Hill. He's coming up in man coverage to cover Hill. So what I'm going to do, when I see him start to come up in this blitz formation, snap it immediately. The further away from Hill, or the further away from the slot receiver he is when you snap it, the better. So I snapped it right away, and that's why I'm going to pause it. So what I'm going to do, you're going to see, instead of the normal pocket movement, I'm basically just going to go back 2 steps and then to the right 2 steps, and then I'm going to gun it to Hill. If I don't move back into the right, that corner or that safety is going to tip the ball, and he's not going to get it. If you move just a little bit, now there are other ways to run this play. HSD actually runs it a little different, but I personally, on this blitz formation, this is the way I like to run it. So this is just how I like to run it, and you'll see why in just a minute. So I'm going to take 2 steps back, 2 steps to the right, and then bullet pass right to the slot receiver. And if you get it done quickly enough, and, well, just watch. Here we go, guys. He beats him. And look at this, guys. Now, I'm just going to alligator walk. And you'll see I'm actually gaining on those guys who were closing in on me by just going back and forth and back and forth. Running on an angle and switching directions, what happens is you move a little bit smoother than they do. So when they try to change directions, they don't change directions as smoothly as you do. So you end up gaining yards on them. And that's why alligator walking is so effective, guys. So there we go. 1 play touchdown off of the coverage that most people just accept as either an incomplete pass or maybe 3 yards. That's why I kind of take that somewhat risky throw, because I've taken it to the house quite a few times. So we're going to kick off Drive number 3 here. We'll finish that up, and then we'll just kind of go over a few different, a few different kind of housekeeping items and what's coming. Got something, as I mentioned, we got the big live stream this weekend where you guys will be able to come in and play. Some of you guys will be able to try out for Systematic Front. Here we're going to kick it out. Trips corner strike. We get just a basic coverage here. We hit Crabtree deep. He was in front, but we couldn't take that one to the house, but that's all right. So guys, since we already ran it here, we're going to run double hitch again on this one. I actually don't run this all that well. I missed the throw to Ingram late. See, Ingram actually does get open right there, and I missed it. So I'm just going to end up scrambling here, picking up a few yards. But hey, as long as you pick up a few yards, here I'm going to go Trip Strong Flood, guys, on this one. The main guy I like to hit here is the slot receiver, Hill, but you've got all kinds of good dump-offs. Here we hit Hill on his out route. He keeps it in bounds, and I pick up 500 coins and 100 XP. So guys, we're gonna go in with just some more cheesy PA plays. They're just good if they're not countered. Here's PA fullback flat. Unfortunately, Cohen can't hang on to it. I may have to rethink him and maybe put somebody who can catch a little bit better in here. But here we go. It's Trips tight end halfback counter. Either take it outside or go up the middle. Once again, we're on first down here. I'm going to go strong IPA tight end corner. I've explained it a lot recently. Here, I'm going to actually take the deep ball, hit Ingram deep, take it inside the 5. And here we go. Inside the 5, we're going to go fullback flare. It's just money from here. We just back it up, hit the fullback, take it in for the touchdown. We'll take the final one here. We get flip toss, not countered. So we are in for another 24-point game today. And that settles it there. And that was, again, I took all of the good players that I've been featuring lately out of my team. I'm going to kind of just go through here. And I talked a lot about smart play calling yesterday, and I just want to kind of go through here. I'm just going to show you the film. See, I always started out exactly how I described yesterday. And let me stop right there. I'm just going to pause the video, and we're just going to chat for a minute, guys. So, what I want to chat with, there's a lot of stuff, that kind of came into my play style. And I'm going to be honest, obviously I'm in Systematic Front. Systematic Front has a huge influence on my play calling, without a doubt. But before that, last year, I was actually in a lot of top leagues where there's some great leagues, great commissioners, great dudes in the league. So I'm going to give you a little bit about my story. Okay. So I started off, my first big league I came into ended up being drives all day. And the commish there is great. His name is G Money. He taught me a lot about this game. In fact, I would say for my ability to run, he taught me most of my running ability, and taught me a whole bunch of stuff to run. Then after that, I knew I really wanted to get to be in the #1 league in the world. That was my goal last year as a rookie. So I then moved to a league called League of Ordinary Gentlemen, and a guy there named Iceman, who is the commish. And I learned a lot from Ice, too. Ice gave me a lot of basic foundational play calling when it comes to passing. After that, I changed jobs. My scores came down because I wasn't really focusing on the game as much. And I actually ended up getting booted from the league because my scores were not high. And that's something to expect in a top league. And I actually quit the game for a couple of weeks and was just kind of down about it. And then I said, you know what? I want to be #1. So I came back, I looked through the leaderboards. Actually, front office, they were #1 at the time. I tried to get in. They kind of blew me off, didn't know who I was. 99 problems. I just didn't think that was really what was going to be the #1 league, even though they were #2. And I just kind of took a long shot into Kings of KMFO, and they brought me in, put me through a crazy tryout, and I developed so much as a player there, learning from some great talented guys. And that's kind of how we ended the year. My rookie year last year, finishing #1. Then, of course, for the new year, as you guys know, I'm here in Systematic Front, which was half of front office. The half that didn't cheat. The half that did cheat obviously got reset. And it really wasn't all of them, I don't think. I don't know. It was definitely one guy, but I kind of feel like if you know somebody cheats and you let them use your account, you're just as guilty. That's just me personally. But hey, whatever. So here I am with Systematic Front. They handled it wonderfully. They walked away from the #1 spot. They ended up getting reset, and Kings of KMFO ended up taking #1 in the world. So here I am. So my style is really a little bit of everything from everywhere I've been. I have a growth mindset, so I believe in learning and getting better always in everything, not just in Madden, in life. So what I went through there, I went through all these top leagues, learning as much as I can. So my play style is really a combination of all of those. But when I talked about the play calling yesterday and really going into smart play calling that goes into down and distance, I want to give a lot of credit to all of the leagues that kind of came past, but especially a lot to Adam Jr., Hey Steve Dave, and all of my teammates here in Systematic Front. Because for my longtime viewers watching me, you'll see I'm even more consistent. I was consistent last year, and I'm even more consistent now. And a lot of that has to do with just minor tweaks, and really just kind of buying into to a lot of the way that the guys here also play. So the reason I wanted to highlight that is with the stream this weekend. Some of you guys just want to come play me. That's awesome. But some of you guys do want to join Systematic Front. And when I tell you that we're looking for a couple of different things, you know I told you I'm looking for the team, the game plan, and play calling. When I say we're looking for smart play calling, I wanted to give you guys a fair shot of knowing what's expected. We expect top tier play calling in Systematic Front. If you can't call smart, safe plays that leave you in good positions and manage your down and distance properly, even if you beat me, you're not going to be able to beat the other admins, and they're not going to give you the stamp of approval. If you get lucky and just throw Hail Marys, guess what? That's not going to get you into Systematic Front. It's just not. And the reason being is we expect smart play calling, safe play calling that's going to leave you in good positions. Because those go routes, while they can score, they can throw interceptions, especially if you go up against really good defenses, which Systematic Front will be going up against later in the year. So, on that note, guys, I'm going to link to a couple of different things. One, I'm going to link to Adam Jr.'s breakdown of Double Hitch. He gave a great playbook breakdown, his first video of Madden Mobile 18. I'm going to link that. Since I mentioned it, you can search for him. It's just Hey Steve Dave, but I'm just going to link to HSD's channel as well, since a couple of you guys asked for it yesterday. Go check him out. And then the other thing I want to talk about is a YouTuber who I found, watched one of his videos. I'm just going to link it to one of his videos that I saw that I think is really helpful, specifically on training points, and it's Jazz #2. It's going to tell you a good expectation of how much it's going to cost to max everything from a 70 overall gold to a 79 overall gold, all the way up to one of those 91 elites. He's going to show you how much it costs. It's a great video. Go over there. His channel's a little different from mine, but I thought his quality and what he's teaching, while it's not the gameplay, what he's teaching is rock solid fundamental stuff for playing the game. So on that note, you know, if you go check it out, let me know what you think. Let him know I sent you there. I don't know if he knows who I am, but go check him out. I'm going to link that in the description as well. So once again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You're the best audience. I can't believe all this growth and how many people are watching what I do. I am going to be putting out another video. I'm going to drop this one first, and I am going to drop one of the wide receiver breakdowns. It's going to be just like the tight end breakdown where we did with Kobe Fleener, only I'm going to do one today and one tomorrow of two big, tall wide receivers. And we're going to do the same thing, test all kinds of routes, only throw to them on all Madden. And it's going to be a 76 and a 79. So you'll have, you know, kind of the top tier gold and then a mid tier gold option that you can look at and decide if you want to add those guys to your roster. Anyways, I love you guys. You are the best audience ever. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be part of the notification squad and see what I drop, when I drop it, hit that little bell icon. Thank you so much. You're the best ever. CHF out.